Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Choco, the Director of Operations here at Directive Consulting, and today we're going to be talking about which B2B prospecting tool is best for you. So prospecting has definitely changed over the past few years. Hopefully you're no longer buying random lists from random people online. Let's go over a few tools that are out there that can help prospecting become a lot easier. The first tool we're going to be talking about is Growbots. What's great about Growbots is that it's actually a prospecting and an outreach tool all in one. You can mine your prospects in the tool, you can add them to specific cadences, email sequences, and then send them out and monitor your entire outreach process in one single platform. What's also nice about Growbots is that it syncs directly with your CRM, so that any prospects you're reaching out to in Growbots will go directly into whether it's Salesforce, Microsoft Dynamics, or anything like that. Another really awesome thing about Growbots is that you can select multiple contacts from one company. So if you're doing account-based marketing and you want to get 3 people in a marketing position at a company, you can do that through Growbots and reach out to all of them at once. Some of the cons about Growbots is that the data isn't entirely up to date. With all prospecting tools, you're not gonna have 100% great data. We found that Growbots actually had some insignificant data compared to everyone else. We would be looking for B2B companies and get B2C companies, so the data wasn't always up to par. Another thing with Growbots is that it is fairly expensive. It's around $400 per user. And then on top of that, you do need to buy credits for each prospect that you look at. Quick little summary, easy to use, very user-friendly. Cons, it can be kind of expensive and the data isn't always up to par. The second tool that we're gonna be talking about is LeadGenius. Much like Growbots, LeadGenius allows you to prospect and outreach in one platform. Unfortunately, unlike Growbots, the platform is not very easy to use and it can be tough to monitor everything going on at once. LeadGenius does have great data accuracy though, and that's one really strong point. On top of that, they have a great reporting system that allows you to see exactly what sequence, what subject line led to not only conversations, but all the way down the pipeline what actually led to revenue. They allow you to give an estimated revenue number as well, so that you can kind of track that process as you're sending emails, which ones are getting the best responses for higher earning companies or higher potential revenue driving companies. The cons of LeadGenius, like I said earlier, is that the platform is not super user intuitive. Another issue is that you don't get these direct dial numbers, so these additional touches can be a little more difficult in LeadGenius. On top of that, the pricing is pretty expensive for that as well. It comes down to similar cons as Growbots, with the pricing being an issue and getting direct dials for additional touches, but the data is a lot better on LeadGenius. The third tool that we'll be talking about is ZoomInfo. Now this is our personal favorite. We really like ZoomInfo for a couple reasons. A pro of ZoomInfo is that you can actually extract data a few different ways. So you can go into their platform and you can find leads based on company info, whether they're in a certain industry, a certain employee size. And what's really awesome is you can do it based on how many people are in a certain position. So for example, if you're looking for marketing people, then you can say, I want a company with at least 10 people in a marketing position. So you know they have a big investment in marketing. Aside from using the actual platform on ZoomInfo, you can download their Zoom Reach extension, which allows you to prospect anywhere on the web. So you could go to a LinkedIn profile, use that little extension, and find a prospect's direct dial, address, and a whole bunch of other information about that prospect. On top of email addresses and direct phone lines, you also get addresses, so you can follow up with those really intentional direct mail asset touches as well. The cons of ZoomInfo is that it doesn't actually have its own outreaching platform. So you will need to partner that with some sort of email outreach program. We use outreach.io here, and we just import all of our ZoomInfo prospects into that for our outreach. Another con is, much like all of these, data is expensive. And ZoomInfo can get expensive if you want to sync all your contacts into Salesforce, if you want to enrich them with even more data. So you start with a base plan with ZoomInfo, and every additional piece of information you want does provide an extra cost. So what B2B prospecting tool is best for you? It really comes down to your specific needs. If you want a platform that's small and agile, I'd recommend Growbots, but it can get expensive the more prospects you load in. If you're looking for something where you can send out mass emails, LeadGenius is gonna be great for you. And if you're looking for something a little more agile where you can prospect online and on the platform, as well as give direct dials and get addresses, then ZoomInfo is the B2B prospecting tool for you. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and have a great rest of the day.